Guys, welcome back. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I am going to go Aries through Pisces as usual, see what energies we have going on. And while I get my stuff ready, feel free to chat with me. Let me know how you're doing. Yeah. I usually go live on Sundays, but I actually have plans tomorrow. It's my little niece's birthday party, so I don't want to be late for it. And you guys know my lives go for like ever and ever a day. So I didn't want to risk it. So that's why I went live today instead. But yes, I'm feeling really good energetically today. I'm feeling really bright. The sun is out. I've been feeling my energy lift over the past few days. But I will say that this past week, there was definitely a disturbance, right, within the collective energy, where you might have had, a day or two where you just felt absolutely down in the dumps, or maybe felt a strong energy pull downwards. That's due in part to the fact that we're all connected, but also because of world events that are going on right now. And there's a lot of divide going on, which is sad. It's kind of sad to see that. It's hard not to let it get to you, right? But I'm feeling a lift in that, so hopefully you guys are feeling that too. I I think like right now it's really important to focus on what you can control and keep your thoughts positive and maybe take a break from things that stress you out. I know personally, I don't usually get pulled into like Facebook arguments and politics and all of that, but honestly, I felt triggered this past week. My feisty side was just dying to come out, and that's not, I don't want to say that's not like me, because I have the shadow part to me for sure. We all do. We all have a shadow side. But I don't usually like to let that shadow side out and on the prowl. You know what I'm saying? But I was tempted. Yeah, no. So being triggered might have been also something that you experienced this past week. It's hard not to get triggered in such an opinionated environment right now. So I just know I'm right there with you. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking what cards I want to use. I'm going to light some sage. You like my shirt? Thank you. I'm feeling feisty today. Let's light some sage. I love the smell of sage. Clear the energy out real quick. I start with Aries. Like I said, I'm going to meditate in between every sign to clear my energy. If you meditate, feel free to meditate with me. It helps me connect to the sign that I'm reading for. But if you don't meditate, that's fine. Just hang out in the chat amongst yourselves. That's what you guys usually do anyways. Okay? So, I just want to see what cards I want to do. I think I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to do the traditional tarot. How do these feel? These feel good. Also, check out my singing bowl. Isn't it awesome? I've been using it to clear the energy before my you versus them meditations, and I do feel that it's relaxing, right? Gotten pretty good at it. Aries. So, Aries. I got an image of a very strong man. I can only see the outline of the person. They, like I could see the definition of the person, but I could see that they were very strong. So they were showing me the strength that's within you. Also, some of you might be demonstrating more of your masculine side, might be a little bit more tapping into your masculine energy, whether you're male or female. But like as soon as I saw the man, okay, the man was kneeling, and then there was like a drum sound, and then as the drum hit, he stood up. And so I feel like if you have taken the back seat of your life, and or if you had been maybe even bowing to someone, so to speak, you are going to take a stand. So I feel like stand up, Aries, was the message. Stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in. It's like time to rectify something within the energy, is what I'm feeling here. So it was a really powerful message, and really clear. And really, it's the only thing I got, because I kept trying to move past it, and then it kept coming forward. So it could be in regards to authority figures, because I heard authority, but it might also just be, setting your own boundaries, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. I don't think Aries people have a problem doing that. I would say that's your strength, not your weakness, to be able to say what you mean and mean what you say, right? But I just get like, yeah, there's like a standing up type of vibe. And I have Zendaya playing in the back of my head. I think that's her name. And I honestly don't know the name of the song. If I think of it, I'll let you know. So I actually got 2 cards out for your overall energy. This is talking about imagination, compassion, healing, empathy. It's a very dreamy type of energy that's showing up, very spiritual. Some of you might be wanting to escape something, or because this is talking about escapism. Is that word escapism? No, escapist. And or you might be dealing with someone like that. I actually feel like this is someone you're dealing with, but it could be you, because I got a really predominant, like I said, masculine energy here. But take it as it resonates. Something's calling you to see the potential in whatever this upcoming week brings. It's giving hope to a situation. It's a cycle of growth. It's kind of realizing the rewards, maybe, in standing up for something that is rightly yours, or standing up for what you want in life, just in general. It's like this Piscean energy is actually very passive. Okay, that's how I'm seeing it. So I don't know if there's an issue with passive aggressiveness going on within the environment. And maybe you have like subdued yourself or allowed yourself to be passive in a situation that you wouldn't normally take. And now it's like, the energy is getting ready to shift within you. and it's pushing you to kind of take the more active approach, all right? Maybe even the more aggressive approach, and I don't usually get those types of messages, but yeah. So let's see what kind of energies we get out to go with that. Actually, I want to use this deck. Do I want to use this deck? We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Action. This might be a really action-oriented week for you. You could feel re-energized within the energy. Or like I said, if you were kind of... I keep hearing stand down. I'm getting all kinds of messages. I don't know if some of you are in the military maybe, or you're dealing with a military person, or maybe it's like an authority figure or a father figure. Like I keep getting the word militant, and I can't honestly tell if it's your energy or someone that you're dealing with. But it's an aggressive energy, okay? You might have to be cautious with that, Aries, because it's coming off a bit too strong, right? And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get specific because they're general readings, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Right off the bat, that's what I'm feeling. This says, what's my big hurry? It's all for joy, all is well. So this is your law of attraction card. Spirit wants you to know that there is no big hurry. You're not going to get it done. There's nothing to race towards. Every single activity that you're involved in is for one purpose only, and that's to expand and give you joy. So lighten up and appreciate more. All is well. So yeah, it's interesting I got the lighten up card because I actually feel a lot of serious vibes here, okay? So you could, like I said, be dealing with someone that's just... they are so dominant and pervasive in the energy that it's hard to stay light around this person. And or you may be coming off that way and Spirit's wanting you to, pull back a little bit, lighten up a little bit. You can stand up for what you believe in without being that aggressive within the energy, okay? So take it as it resonates. So I'm only going to do one card you, one card them, so I'm not here for 1,500 hours. Hopefully. And see what we get. So one card for my Aries. You have the Hermit here. Yeah, so this is talking about enlightenment and going within. You might be dealing with Virgo, Pisces energy this upcoming week, and or you might have that in your chart. I also feel a lot of fire energy, which your fire sign, but you could have a lot of fire in your chart, be dealing with one as well. This is like, go within, Aries. Go within before you make any moves this upcoming week, because like I said, the energy is pretty intense around you, and it's like, just lighten up a little bit. I feel the energy is really serious right now, and or it's a lot of introversion that's going on. Some of you might be more introverted this week, or you could benefit from maybe taking a time out from situations or things that trigger you, because I also feel like someone is being triggered within the energy. So as I was saying, like for the collective, it's good, anytime you're feeling triggered, to take a step back. I had to take a step back from my personal Facebook, because there is so much triggering stuff on there right now. And so Aries, for some of you, it could be dealing with that, but it could be in other areas of your life or a specific person. But it's like, before you take action, you might want to think about it, all right? There is no big hurry here. And there's a reward, some sort of reward in the energy. So there's something manifesting this upcoming week that is going to help your growth. Let me see what this person's energy is. Six of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah, it could be someone from the past or someone you have past history with. It could be someone that's trying to keep bringing up the past, and it's very burdensome energy. You might be best to shut that out, and or to really think before you act in the situation. If it's not someone you have past history with, then this person's stuck in the past. You know what I'm saying? And it's a heavy burden to carry, but they, for whatever reason, keep bringing it into the next day and bringing it into the next day and bringing it into the next day. Like this could be someone who has a hard time letting things go. And I saw a past person returning in your you versus them reading, so I'm not entirely shocked that I'm getting this message again for you, Aries. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a past person. It could just be someone that has trouble letting go of things, you know? It's like they take on this role as like I'm the capable one or I'm the caregiver or maybe you do, but it's almost too heavy in the energy. So it's like give it a rest, you know what I'm saying? Like this person may need to rest and rejuvenate their own energy. They might be taking on more than they can handle right now. I heard biting off more than they can chew, and they may feel that heaviness weighing in on their energy. Meanwhile, you're over here, Aries, meditating and vibing, you know, for a lot of you. Or you're being encouraged to keep your vibration high and to not contribute to the weight of the situation, right? Especially when it comes to like people of authority, whether whatever that means to you or not, you know. But I feel like the action oriented energy that I felt earlier, I actually feel is the other person that's being called to take some sort of action so that they can allow some growth in. Where I feel like Aries, especially for my feminines, you might be the one doing the healing spiritual work. So, and maybe even trying to escape your thoughts about the situation or escape some emotions that are coming up within you, okay? But like I said, it can be interchangeable. It could all be you, all right? So, gonna leave it there. Virgo, Pisces energy here. Could be fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Cancer, Scorpio. Sorry, my nose is running all of a sudden. Ooh, that's going to drive me nuts. Hold, please. I'm going to go get... Okay. And I'm back. Okay. Taurus. So this is a sidebar, but I found the most fascinating Netflix series. And I binge watched it last night. I still have a couple more episodes to go, so I'm totally gonna binge watch it again tonight. It's called, oh, I can't remember what it's called. I posted it on my Facebook. If you follow me there, you can click on it from there. Tarot Time with Dana. It's a Netflix series about life after death. And the reason why I love it so much is because, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I don't know, I woke up to the fact that I have medium abilities on accident almost this year. Which I guess I've always known that I felt my deceased relatives around me. And Spirit has shown me that we never cease to be in meditations. And one time I had a panic attack that was so bad, I felt like I was leaving my body. I swear to this day I did leave my body. And it was shown to me how your thought patterns create what you think is reality. It was shown to me really clearly. Now, I've never had, other than me telling you my experience, I've never had like minds or evidence to show that I wasn't alone in that. But that Netflix series, it's awesome. It's so good to feel validated. It's so good to see other people have these experiences and not just me, you know? But I've also found it fascinating. They talk about mediumship. They talk about near-death experiences, the afterlife. I haven't gotten through all of the episodes yet. I think it's called Surviving Death. That's what it's called on Netflix. I think it's a new series. Fascinating. Go check it out. Go check it out for sure. For sure. Yeah. And I've been starting to open up on my Facebook page about my own journey and what it feels like to awaken, which I've never really been comfortable talking about because, again, people have certain thoughts about that. But I'm going to continue to share my experiences over there. And so if you want to follow that, you can catch me on Facebook. Tarot Time with Dana. All right. That's a side note. Okay, Taurus. Taurus. Let's get you. Okay, so very first message was dum dum gimme gum gum. It's from Night of the Museum. And then Spirit God jokes. And then I saw this motion here, and they said broaden your horizons, broaden your horizons. So that movie might be of significance for you. I'm not really sure. Symbolically speaking, what it was talking about was just feeling like that you need to broaden your horizons in the way that you're thinking about what's possible for you. But also, I heard like a puppet in a play. Like some of you may feel like you're stuck at the movie Night at the Museum, where like nothing's really making sense, you know. You may just feel a little bit disorganized in the energy, or I heard the word claustrophobic at times. You know, there's a phobia here too for someone that they're wanting to talk about, but that's too specific, so I'm not going to go into that. But I just feel like broaden your horizons, all right? Also be open to laughter, okay? Because usually when I get like really silly things like that, it's like, you know, spirit's wanting to lighten up your energy, like just laugh a little bit, you know? Dum dum gimme gum gum. All right. So it's too funny. You have conjunction and the sixth house of the craft. So I feel like this is, you know, first of all, empowering yourself. And you don't do that by giving over your power to others. You don't do that by allowing whatever disorganization that's going on around you or craziness that's going on around you. You don't get empowered by getting sucked into it. You know what I'm saying? Or participating and exchanging in it. So if you feel like, you know, you're in this crazy wonky energy, this is saying to kind of empower yourself by understanding that your strength lies in your ability to pull back when you need to pull back, all right? And try and see the big picture, because that's what they were showing me. Try to broaden your horizons here and stay in a place of empowerment. Otherwise, this energy is going to saturate you, it's going to override you, it's going to overwhelm you and disempower you. So what Spirit's wanting you to focus on is the sixth house, which is your work, your details, your craft, your well-being, your diet, your daily rituals, learning new skills or apprenticeships, because also there's something new here that's available to you for you to learn about yourself, or maybe a trade to learn in 2021 that they're wanting you to pay more attention to or focus your energy into. And if you have a phobia, because I got that word, phobia, um, meditation will help release the fear surrounding whatever that is. All right. Um, Maybe they'll come back to that. So let's see. For my Taurus, thank you for all the super chats. I'm gonna have to go through in a minute and scroll through them. I missed quite a few. I'm sorry. Thank you, Colleen. All right. Ah, no, we're not doing that. One card. Five of Swords, okay. So the Five of Swords, it kind of came out in the reverse, but I'm going to read it both ways. This is feeling at a loss, disempowerment at its best. This is also an eye for an eye type of energy, right? And I think it came out in the reverse because it's wanting you to release that energy. So if you've been exchanging your energy with people trying to prove a point, or you're feeling drawn to do that, you are draining your own energy and just calling more conflict into you when you do that. So this is saying, don't be a dum-dum, and I mean that with love. But to lighten up in the energy a little bit and know when to fold them, know when to walk away, I'm gonna have to move my chair as the sun is coming in. So the Queen of Coins came up. This is your energy here, Taurus, whether you're male or female. This is talking about she's looking away. She's looking away. So there's chaos going on, and she's looking the other way. Sometimes it's in your best interest to distract or detach in the energy, all right? And focus on your well-being, okay? Because this is also representing kind of the sixth house, which is what we talked about, which was focusing more on your well-being, getting more organized in your life, empowering yourself by paying more attention to that area. Because if you get caught up in this lose-lose situation here, it's going to drain your energy and you're going to get overwhelmed. So there's a big caution about that, I think work might be important this upcoming week, and or just things around your health and well-being, paying attention to the details. That's going to help you get grounded, feel more grounded in the energy. And whatever this is that had you feeling at a loss is going to shift because you're taking your attention off of it, right? But if you feed into it, then it's going to continue. That's a caution. So, let's see, Taurus. Well, person you're dealing with is the Five of Pentacles. I only wanted one card, but I'll take him. Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. So, yeah. First of all, this person may be dealing with issues that are going to end up, because there's a certain word that wants to come through, alienating themselves from other people. This person's behavior has alienated something within their life, or maybe this connection, okay? Or vice versa. Take it as you want. But it's like, because there was a strong desire for someone to be more right than the other person, or that may be occurring this week, it leaves someone else feeling alienated, and I feel like it's this person. Or they may be their own worst enemy this upcoming week by exchanging in some of that energy. or paying too much attention to that. This person is getting clarity, okay? They may try to give a peace offering to you. If you've closed off your energy, this person might be getting some ideas of how to connect with you, wanting to connect. Sometimes this can represent an apology or a new connection. For some of you, someone that you've left out in the cold may be wanting to reconnect or have a new connection here. After receiving some sort of like clarity in their mind or in their heart. This person might have to like take a breather, take a time out. If you've detached from this person, they've taken that time to think about things for sure. And now they may want to reconnect with you in the energy and or have some sort of peace offering here. I'm not entirely sure if you're going to entertain that, Taurus. You're pretty much looking the other direction. I heard someone feels useless. I got the word useless. Ooh. No, I'm not going to say that out loud. So, this person might really feel like disempowered in their own life, you know, like really insecure, maybe at times useless. That's an internal battle that's going on with them. It could be why they behave the way that they behave sometimes, because that's the space they're coming from, or this upcoming week. But I don't feel it's personal to you. You might take it personal, or they may even try and say it's because of you, but this is something that they've got to deal with that's personal to them. You know, that's just a side note. All right, so it could be dealing with Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I gotta move my chair because I'm all up in the sun, sweating. Also, let me quickly, hi. Let me quickly see who gave me a super chat. Don't mind my face. All up in your face. Thank you, Catty Wampus. It's a cute name. For the super chat. Thank you, Colleen. You rock. Thank you, Zora Zerda. Zora Zerda. I like that name. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Gladys. You're awesome. Catty Wampa, she gave me 2 super chats. Thank you, girl. How do you come up with the name Catty Wampus? Just curious. Hey, Michelle. Thank you. Okay, I think that's all of them. If I missed any of you, I'm sorry, but seriously, thank you guys. You are awesome. Sorry, I got my face all up in your face. All right. Cancer. Yes. Gemini. Ooh. Can't forget my Geminis. Ooh, that'd be terrible. Gemini. So really interesting energy for Gemini. I usually get like a lot of flashes of images, right? And I try to grab onto as many of them that I can. But I actually didn't get anything. You know what I got? I saw a perfect circle of light that was like an opening. And then I heard the Zendaya song again. So some of you could be connected with Aries, but the specific lyric in the song was doing it all for love. No, giving it all for love. So there's a sense of like, first of all, some of you intuitively have major gifts that are opening up to you, okay? Because anytime I've seen that light in my own personal meditations, and usually it's representation of when the crown chakra begins to open. So some of you definitely have your crown chakras opening up, and or you might be getting intuitive downloads during this time frame. But it's like it's in your best interest to silence your brain just for a few minutes each day through the use of meditation. Because for some of you, you're giving up all your energy, or you've given up all of your energy to someone else, okay? And there needs to be a separation within the energy for a second, right? So that you can realign yourself with who you really are. And that is your own divine connection with Source. So kind of a deep message. And that's it. That song is really dark, actually. It's feeling alone as well, feeling like a black sheep, or someone who is casted out of a crowd, or casted out in general. So that could be how you're feeling, you know, or the person that you're dealing with. So let's see. Also, I don't know who has a substance abuse disorder, or, you know, if it's not substance abuse, someone might be stuck in their shadow side. And again, the same advice comes in of getting reconnected with who you really are, so that you can kind of break whatever toxic cycles you have in place in your life. And that may require for you to be the black sheep for a while, but if that means your well-being is intact at the end of the day, then that's what you need to do. All right? That's specific, so you'll know if that's for you or not. Aries energy. This is talking about getting more active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, a lot of fire energy. Didn't I just say I got that same song in Aries? I did. And here's the Aries card. Some of you connecting or have that in your chart. It's a bit of a bossy energy. So I feel like the twins are at play. I mean, the twins are always at play, Gemini. You know this better than anybody. Geminis have two very distinct personalities within them. Okay? And that serves you because you're able to easily go through the shadow self into the higher self, okay? Without much of a struggle. But some of you are having a battle between the two, you know, meaning like you're showing your authentic self, but then wanting to suck it back in, or kind of being ashamed of that, and then wanting to show the other side of yourself, but then feeling drawn to this side. And there's like this duality here that usually works for you that might actually be frustrating you instead. So that could be why they're wanting you to clear your mind space so that you can get back into alignment, so that there is balance here, okay? Because I feel frustration. I feel impulsiveness. you know, and maybe even argumentative energy this upcoming week, especially if you're dealing with a fire sign or you got a lot of fire in your chart. So let's see, Gemini. You have the Empress here. It came out in the reversed. Could be Taurus energy for some of you. It's like not feeling abundant, you know, getting impatient. Again, that's very frustrating energy when the Empress is in the reverse. It's not taking the time to nurture yourself, you know, and needing to be more caring towards yourself, be more loving towards yourself, accept both as you. You know, that could be hard to do when you feel like you're contradicting your own self, you know? And I have Gemini. Well, it depends what birth chart. Some of my birth charts say I'm Libra rising, and some say Gemini rising. But I have Gemini in my chart either way. But I get it, you know, this duality that goes on within the psyche. So let's see. The law of attraction says, first I seek joy and all else follows, and my joy does not depend on the approval of others. Remember that. Maybe that's what it is. You're trying to appease like two different audiences or two different people for some of you. And it's like one, or maybe even two different areas of your life, whatever. One part of a situation requires you to act like this part of yourself, and another situation may require you to act like this part of yourself, and it's like there is a duality struggle here, okay? But the struggle is only because you're giving your power over to someone and or giving it all for love. That was the song. Meaning like you're depending too much on the approval of others, okay, or someone in specific. Here's the Empress again. So yes, 2 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Listen, emotional relationships are draining you this upcoming week, so this might be a good time to detach a little bit, you know, and focus that energy on you. Because there's something that's really wanting to be birthed in the energy. You see, because this version of the Empress is pregnant, no baby. This version of the Empress, she has the baby in her hands. The baby being representative of new energy being born, okay, or something coming to fruition. But there's a blockage here, okay, and it's that frustrating energy that's kind of blocking it. It's caring too much about the approval of others for some of you, or not being able to get a good balance between yourself, your two yous, you know. But I feel like once you start prioritizing yourself, Gemini, then it is born within you. You know, so this could be like literally growth and rebirth that's going on with you spiritually and emotionally this upcoming week. But you have free will. Some of you might be going back and forth between, you know, allowing yourself to get emotionally stuck over a connection, I feel, for a lot of you, a significant connection, and or allowing some new energy to come in to revitalize you. So that's kind of your choice. These are like the 2 most likely outcomes, or you're going back and forth here. Because I did feel a back and forth within the energy. Come on, I was doing 1 card each, and now I have. So whoever you're dealing with, they're looking at the structure and the foundations of their life, and they're highly evaluating, okay, right now in the energy. This person might be critical of you or hypercritical in general. It's just like, this is my wounded warrior card. So say if you're doing good, Gemini, this person might feel that when you do good, it's of personal offense to them. I don't know why that would be. But maybe because they're in the struggle right now. You know, internally I feel you're having a struggle, but this person may not know that. So you got somebody envying you, thinking that you didn't have to struggle for something the way they did, but you are. You're just not showing it the way that they are. You know, and that's the funny thing about perception. We look at other people's lives and we make a lot of assumptions about what they did to get where they're at. And most of the assumptions are wrong, you know, because we don't walk around showing our soul to everyone, you know. Most of us don't, or wearing our hearts on our sleeves. So for the most part, we keep a lot of it internal. Um, so I actually kind of feel like this person is someone in the background. Maybe not a significant person in your life, but someone who's on the sidelines, but take it as it resonates. Because there's another person here. Um, and this is Sagittarius energy for some of you, or water energy. But this person here is trying to focus on their independence and their satisfaction, or feeling satisfied with their newfound independence. But there's something about them needing to temper their moods or temper their energy, wanting satisfaction within a connection or within relationships in general. You know, this person could be emotionally satisfied while you're sitting over here drained, 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 because you're giving all your energy to them. You're filling their cup up, but it ain't nobody filling yours up. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a disconnect there where one is getting drained. I feel it's you, but it could be interchangeable, and one's getting filled up. All right. So you could be doing with Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Aquarius. Those are the predominant signs I have. But it's a general reading. It can be any zodiac sign. Take it as it resonates. All right. Cancer. So, Cancer, I feel like some of you might be getting revved up in the energy. I actually got a ton of images and I couldn't grasp all of them. I heard tiger's eye. I don't know if that's a stone that you like, or look up the significance of the tiger's eye. Um, and they were coming so fast, I couldn't hold on to them. I've already lost it. Ooh, uh-oh. It'll come back to me, don't worry. So, like I said, I saw someone opening up their eyes to something. Okay, so something might be revealed to you, or you're kind of opening up your eyes and acknowledging something that you need to acknowledge this week. I heard revved up in the energy, so that could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be getting revved up in a good way, you could be getting revved up in a dramatic way. That's going to depend on you. But Yeah. And I also saw, oh, that's what it was, an Egyptian hieroglyphics. They were showing me a lot of Egyptian stuff. So I don't know. And Walk Like an Egyptian started playing. So I don't know if you're interested in that. Some of you might have had a past life in Egypt. Who knows? I don't know. Um, but yeah, let's see. What's going on for Cancer? You have the 8th house of intimacy, Scorpio energy for some. This is investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotica, secrets, mysterious, obsessions, inheritance. It's your Kundalini energy. This is talking about the underworld. Okay. So some of you are getting revved up in that area, in your house of intimacy, whatever that means for you. All right. And like I said, look up the significance of the stone tiger's eye. Um, and that could be why they were showing me like yeah, like the Egyptian stuff and tigers, because you think about intensity, right? When you think about those things. And so this is kind of doing some shadow work, but also diving into um, kind of the more mysterious part of yourself or the mysterious part of someone else, especially if you're dealing with the Scorpio, but or have Scorpio in your chart. But take it as it resonates, okay? And then this says, desire is the beginning of all creation. So now you have that word, intimacy, intensity, now desire. And I look for more reasons to appreciate. Okay? So, this is really interesting energy. It's kind of hard for me to pin it down. I almost feel like a little bit of an elusive vibe. Okay. And you might have a lot of things running through your mind, and it's kind of confusing you about the way to think about something. Because, say, think about the contrast between Gemini. When I meditated for Gemini, it was complete silence, almost whiteness, silence. And then I go to Cancer and it's like image, 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 so much so that I could not capture all of them. So I feel like your brain might be running a mile a minute, and that's kind of what's getting revved up in the energy, and it's creating like an intense energetic environment around you. It's stemming from desire or intimacy, and maybe a desire for intimacy. But I honestly feel like it's more confusing the energy than it is clarifying anything. So if you're getting, messy in your mind about a situation, whether it's to deal with intimacy or not, it could be any area of your life, it is really impacting your ability to see things clearly. Okay? Um, it's almost kind of pushing you out of the present moment. And when we're not present in the present moment, it's hard to be focused on what's real and what's not real. Okay? Because sometimes this card also talks about conspiracies, conspiracy theories. Some of you are getting way too into that, and it is bringing out your shadow side, assuming the worst. And hey, you get what you focus on, whether you want it or not. So if you're seeing the worst aspects in a situation or a person, or like entertaining your mind with a lot of conspiracy type of stuff, you are going to pay the repercussions energetically, in that it may overwhelm you. And it doesn't have to be conspiracy theories, but that was the example that was given. All right, so 3 of coins here. Yeah, stay practical, stay focused. Take your time. Take your time in the energy. There's cooperation here. You know, there's like minds available to you. There's work to be done. Okay? But you see how focused this person is? You can't come here to do your work, the work you came here to do, your path, I should say, your life, when you're all over the place like that. So they want you to focus your mind. And I heard task at hand. That might be important for you to pay attention to the task at hand. Bring yourself to the present moment. What is your life look like? Don't think about everything else. You know, that could be hard to do, right? But focus on the task at hand. This also talks about building up of finances or security or your foundation, and that being really strongly present in the energy. Interestingly enough, these are kind of the colors I saw in the meditation when I heard tiger's eye, and it's like an emerald green gold color. That could be a healing color for you, just in general. Emerald green and gold. Those are two of my favorite colors. Let's see what the person you're dealing with energy is. Yeah, Five of Swords, the Death card. Lots of Scorpio energy, Aquarian energy out now. Also have Earth and Fire, so take it as it resonates. This is a challenge here. Somebody may be challenging you, and it's got you all up in your headspace. There is no winning in that situation, okay? Because whatever you come at that situation with, this person's going to have an equal and opposite reaction. This is feeding negative energy. That's why I think they want you to focus. All right, because this is kind of toxic energy over here. This is someone who wants to be right more than happy. This is someone who's willing to fight for that, you know, that's not going to back down easily. This is a fixed energy with Scorpio energy being here. This person could be a very intense personality as well. This could be the person that is doing the shadow work also that I felt earlier in the reading. Like this person, they will lie to get their way, or they will cut you down to make themselves feel bigger. This is not someone you want to entertain in your energy, Cancer, because it's a lose-lose battle. Now, it's coming from a place of this person feeling insecure or vengeful, conflict-ridden, but they have no plan on changing, at least not this week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to go toe-to-toe with that? I guess that's up to you, but it's going to really confuse your energy. Some of you might work with this person, but doesn't have to be. Could just be someone that you once saw eye to eye with, and now you're on two different pages, or this week, two different pages. Like your desires and their desires are not matching up. And it's creating a very intense environment that's getting revved up. But it can only get revved up if you keep putting energy into it, you know? So focus at the task at hand. It doesn't surprise me that all of the readings are kind of intense this week. You know, 2021 is off to a crazy start. Okay, so more to come on that. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, Aquarius, definitely Scorpio energy here for some of you. Pisces here as well, though, and I have fire and earth elements, so it could be a combination of any of those. That's what I saw. Thank you for reminding. There was one image that I could not see, and it was the planet Saturn. Thank you. I knew it would come to me. I didn't read all of what someone said, but I saw Saturn and it reminded me. I saw the planet of Saturn. That's what it was. It was the tiger's eye, and then right after that, an image of Saturn. So, yeah. Saturn energy to me is usually very grounding, very wise energy. So you might want to take the wise approach. Or there's something significant about Saturn in general, astrologically. All right, so let's go into Leo. Sorry, I don't mean to keep moving, but Leo. So Leo, I heard two names, Marissa and Keanu Reeves. I have no idea why. So I was gonna put those names out there. Maybe that's significant to you. And then what's funny is I got the name Michelle in the Leo reading that I did a week or so ago. So those names might be significant, and or the actor Keanu Reeves for some reason might be on your mind, or just someone you like. I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates. But I got that something is growing within the energy, and they showed it to me like a circular pattern, like a radio wave that you're giving off. Okay, so whatever mood you're in, it's going to continue to grow and expand throughout this week. Okay, so set your intentions to begin your week, right? Because if you're in a great mood, that's great news. But if you're in the tanker, the shitter, for lack of a better word, that's bad news because it's gonna get worse, So I saw like, there's like needing to dial in your frequency to get your week started is important, because whatever you're planting right now is going to grow in the energy, and either you're going to benefit from that or you're going to get sucked into it, because I saw someone getting sucked up into like a funnel. So let's see what that's about. And as I cut the deck, there you are, Leo. Keanu Reeves, by the way, is a Virgo. You could have Virgo placements in your chart or be dealing with a Virgo. Side note. Oh, Matrix. That's what it was. Okay. The Matrix. The Matrix is a dark movie, but not so unlike how it really is. Because what we believe to be very real is actually a projection of thought manifesting itself in life. The part that they get wrong in the Matrix is the terrible things that it really is, because actually it's quite divine. It's quite divinely orchestrated. You're surrounded by love. You're guided. You have spirit with you all of the time. But there is like a matrixy feel here, you know, and like what's real, what's not real. Some of you, if you have Cancer in your chart, definitely go check out the Cancer reading. And if you've been conspiracy theorizing, most definitely go check out the Cancer reading, because you're not wanting to really grow that energy right now. It will not suit you. It'll pull you down. All right. Okay. So ninth house of seeking here. This is about foreign travel, adventure, higher educations, your faith, your belief structures. It's talking about your spiritual quest, risk taking, Sagittarius energy for some of you. So you might be drawn to seek some new just experiences in general, you know, go some new places, travel a little bit if you're able to, take an adventure. If you can't go outside of your house, you know, get adventurous within your house, try new things, change up your schedule, you know, open your mind to something you wouldn't usually open your mind to. Those types of things, you know. But what you want to do is keep your vibration high. This says, I'm a physical extension of creative, non-physical energy. This card talks about being so much more than your physical body, which isn't that interesting, because we were talking about the Matrix. That you are source, energy, focused into leading edge of thought of a human form, right? But it is, your power is all within the now. So while it's cool to know that there's a lot of higher forces at play here, your power resides in what you do right now. Okay, so stay present in the present moment. Don't get too overly involved in that energy. So then you have the King of Swords in the reverse and the Angel of Destiny in the reverse. This is not the right time to be making major decisions, okay? Because I heard it will be a downfall. There'll be a downfall or a downward spiral. For some of you, watch your energy. If you are allowing yourself to get sucked into things that do not serve you, you might have a little bit of a downward spiral this week. You know, and so it's not the right time to make some decisions. This is saying hold off until the timing gets better, until the energy eases up a little bit, okay? Therefore, there again, if you're in a high vibration, for my Leos that are vibrating high, you're feeling good, you're in a good mood, you're setting your intentions, then there is fortune here. And you're going to know if you're in this group because you're going to feel clear. You're going to feel very clear in the energy. You're going to feel appreciation. You're going to feel present in the present moment. Then, yes, act from that place. Make decisions from that place. Speak from that place. So I've got two different groups of Leos here. King of Coins. So this is a very practical energy. Leo, to me, first of all, some of you might be dealing with an earth sign, but I'm actually getting this as your energy. So it's time to get serious, you know, and to get more stable within the energy. I think that a lot of you are trying to push something before you're ready for it, or it's like you get this urge to maybe, I don't know, start new things, start new projects, go on adventures, but the energy's not ripe yet. All right, unless you're truly, truly high vibrating. All right, then okay. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's just not the right timing right now. So it's best to kind of focus on being in the present moment, you know, things that you need to get done. This is a very earthy energy. So think of like practical things you can do in your environment, getting organized, little things around the house or things that you've been putting off with bills or work, that type of vibe. It's like Spirit's really wanting to keep you out of the matrix and into the physical 3D, which isn't as fun as the 5D. I get it. I prefer to be in the 5D too. But sometimes you gotta take care of business, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you need to pay attention to that part of your life. Okay, so even though I think you're being really pulled to seek outside of the norm, don't mind my dog, I can't help it. Spirit's not wanting you to take any risks this week. The timing's not right. She'll stop in a minute. Just blinded myself. Let's see what's going on with the person you may be connecting with. I think she's gonna stop. I might have to go get her. Person Leo is dealing with. Oh, okay. First of all, I heard tribal art and earth. I don't know if some of you have tribal art tattooed on you or like you're interested in that, or you might have Native American roots. But something about getting reconnected with your roots is important. Yeah, that's just a side note. All right, person you're dealing with is the Hierophant. More earth energy. So this person's heavily focused in commitments and also taking a look at their belief structures, religion, traditions, all being highlighted within this person's energy. I heard self-righteous. Be careful of that, Leo, okay? Whether that's you or them. I actually feel it on their side, but it could be interchangeable, right? You might feel you may be committed to this person if you're married, and or you might feel tied because of some sort of tradition or religion that might be either binding you or separating you. Like you might have different belief structures than this person. I actually get like that this person feels that they know the way or that they know best, or and that may or may not be true, but I feel anytime we think we know everything, we know nothing. Like the smartest people on earth are the people that know that there's always something to be learned. So, this person might be a little bit closed-minded and or just really stubborn, fixed in the energy, not really willing to budge. I actually feel like you're not really willing to budge either, though. Because don't forget that Leo is a fixed sign. Okay, so you're not easy to persuade either. So you might have two very powerful people here, or two very fixed energies. And right now is not the right time to be making decisions about maybe the future or, major things, because there's still more to be learned within the energy. There's some sort of matrix going on here, So I'm going to leave it there. Leo, you could be dealing with the earth sign, Taurus, Leo. No, could be dealing with another Leo. Sorry. What I heard is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo. Even though I don't have some of those signs out, that's what I heard. But could also be Capricorn, Sagittarius, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I got 800 people in here. Awesome. Don't forget to give me a like, please. If you just want to pop out of the chat and give me a like real quick, it'll help boost my videos so others can see it. I'd appreciate. Virgo. Leo, some of you might be on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, FYI. So you might resonate with both. Okay. Virgo. Sorry. So Virgo, I was immediately brought to a doorway. And there's a fear of judgment here. Some of you fear being judged for past decisions or decisions that were made in general. And Spirit's wanting to allay you of that, that it's okay to be fallible and imperfect. And you're loved anyways, okay? So don't be so difficult on yourself. I heard a pillar of strength. You are a pillar of strength. Remember that. And you have the strength and the wherewithal to move past any energy, any subject, and any life event. You're not being judged. I know there's a lot of school of thought about that. There is maybe even someone in your environment that is perpetuating that. Maybe some of you are being the judgmental one, but be careful there, because what you judge, you become. But there's definitely a message about fear of judgment. And needing to release that, okay? So that was an intense message. Not quite as light and airy as some of the other messages. That was pretty straight to the point. I feel like that's kind of your energy, straight to the point, Virgo. At least this upcoming week. I don't think you're going to mince words, Just like get straight to the point. And here we have the communication card. Yes, that's what I... So like when it comes to communication, I feel like you're wanting to get straight to the freaking point. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me any of the airy-fairy details. Don't give me the salesman pitch. I want straight facts. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. This is talking about not just communication, but learning and information, having an awareness. It talks about perception as well and curiosity. Okay, and so I always say in all of my readings, perception is in the eye of the beholder, because we all have a different idea of what it is. Now, who's to say one is more right than the other? So your perception creates your reality, but that doesn't mean it's the reality of someone else, okay? And sometimes we create figments in our mind. We get paranoid and we believe that people are looking at us or judging us, and we start running these make-believe scenarios in our mind. We all do this. And it can really pull your energy down when you do that. So they're cautioning you away from assuming that you know how someone is perceiving you, because you might get defensive towards someone who's not seeing it that way. But maybe because you played it in your mind and that became your truth, that's how you're perceiving it. Just be careful with that, all right? But I feel like the way to cut through the BS, because that's what I think you're interested in doing, is straight to the point communication, okay? Let's get to it. That's what I heard. So, well, let's get to it. For my Virgos. It says, it is contrast that puts the eternalness in eternity. If you don't know what contrast is the challenging parts of life. So what it's saying is that sometimes what you perceive as a challenge is actually helping you to expand yourself and your awareness of your capabilities, or something that you needed to learn to build off of so that you can move forward in your life and create more life, okay? So challenges are almost blessings in disguise, always blessings in disguise, because it helps to build your awareness of your reality. Okay, so remember that. They're wanting to remind you of that. And then it has the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is my trust card. It's in the reverse. So, not really trusting. Not really trusting that what's for you is going to find you. Questioning if these challenges are going to be the end of you, or, something like that. Spirit's wanting you to have faith. Everything is lining up perfectly for you. Trust that. Sometimes it don't feel that way, but that is what it is. There might be communication coming in that's helping you to see that. You might get some new information this week that helps you to turn this energy around and begin again. Plant your seeds. Trust a little bit more. Okay? So, very worrisome all of a sudden. Like my energy is changing, where I'm getting like, don't be a worry wart. I know that's hard, right? That's hard. But worrying, there was a meme that I shared on my Facebook that I loved. And it said, when you worry, you're planning for the future. When you're in appreciation, you're also planning for the future. So what future are you planning? Are you planning more to worry about? Are you planning more to appreciate? That part's up to you. But whatever you're giving, whichever emotion you're giving focus to now is what you're going to experience in the next moment, in the next chapter. So just be aware of your thoughts. The Hangman, see it from a different perspective. Virgo, this is purposeful pause for you to be able to see something in a different perspective. This may feel very uncomfortable. The Hangman is hanging upside down, so you could feel the blood rushing to your head, or you may feel uncomfortable within the environment a little bit. But it's causing you to see something from another's perspective, and or creating that for someone in your environment to see you in another perspective. But I just feel like this is also the card of enlightenment, so there is something to be gained from this, and it will make you a pillar of strength. That's what I heard. a pillar of strength. Person you're connecting with, there you are in their energy. So they're thinking deeply about you. They're thinking deeply about whatever connection they have with you. They're trying to see it from your perspective. They are. Okay, so I feel like some of you felt like someone was maybe judging you or not seeing it the way you were seeing it. And I feel like at least this person is trying to understand your perspective. But if you don't believe that, you don't trust that, then you won't see that. You'll just get defensive and assume. Don't assume that you understand how someone else is seeing something or seeing you. Be open to communication. Let this person explain themselves and or you. Have an open dialogue, but don't mince words. You know, because you're heavily in this person's energy. You know, someone does not put that much energy, thought, and emotion into another person unless they're important to them or that they are trying to establish something or an understanding. There might have been misunderstandings within this dynamic where maybe you felt you tried to see it from their perspective, but they could not see it from yours. All along, this person maybe was trying to get in your head and actually see it how you were seeing it. So it's interesting to see, you know, the differences here. And it may have created some distrust. But even though this connection, I think, may feel like a challenge at times, it's helping you to grow. It really is. And communicate better. So you might be learning something new about this, whatever this is, this upcoming week. Could be dealing with another Virgo. That'd be an interesting combination. But I also have Leo and Pisces and air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Capricorn, Taurus. I'm gonna have to move my stuff again. Libra. Do I want to move again? I don't know. I don't know how much further over I can get. Let's try it again. Hey guys, thank you for whoever gave me the super chat. Appreciate you. That's better. All right, Libra. You enjoy FaceTime? Cool. That's cool. Libra. Hold on 1 second. Oh, goodness. Sorry. All right. So, Libra, interestingly enough, I got an image of a car wash. Um, and the song, working at the car wash, yeah. You know those things that, like in the automated car washes, the brushes with the tassels on them that are going really fast? Specifically, that image was shown, and then it became a drill. Like, things, I can't explain it. But it started as that, and then it became like a drill bit, and I heard drilling into someone. So you might be really drilling into someone. Careful with that. Or someone may be drilling into you. You may feel like that. Or just really getting down to the nitty gritty of a situation is what I feel. It's a bit of chaotic energy, right? Because it was like a lot going on. I don't know if you have a lot going on in general this upcoming week or just within your thoughts, but I feel like you're really getting down to the bottom of something or drilling someone for more information or needing more information. Okay. um Interestingly enough, I also saw the moon card, so Piscean energy may be important, and or your intuition may be telling you something, but you don't have concrete evidence. That could be what you're trying to drill down to. It's kind of an elusive type of energy, but it's also a very spiritual energy. So some of you could be intuits yourself, or receiving messages from spirit directly, within the dream state or within a meditative state. So be on the lookout for that as well. Oh, and then I look down and look the card that's here. The moon. The moon card. Oh, and I saw crystal quartz. That's what it is. I don't know if crystal quartz is of significance to you. You have crystal quartz. You like crystal quartz. This is a good crystal to clear your energy out with. All right. Thank you for the 777 super chat. Especially if you're feeling like a little bit of confusion within the headspace, might be good to meditate with it in your hand or lay it on your forehead. So Libra, you have Pluto here. This is Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio or be on the cusp of Scorpio, but don't have to be. It's just the overall energy. This is talking about renewal. Oh my gosh, look at the picture. You see that? What is that? That is quartz. Tell ya, synchronicities. This is talking about your basic instincts, your motivation, personal power, evolution, cycles, death, rebirth. This is an intense energy. It can be very extreme, but it's clearing out the confusion. So that's what I feel you're doing. You're getting down to business. You're like drilling down for all of the information, or really drilling something or someone, or feeling drawn to do that. Okay. It's a change. There's a change coming here, a transformation in the energy. All right. This card is a bit erratic. This card signifies that there might be unexpected changes as well this upcoming week, but it's just like roll with it, Libra. Let it empower you. Don't let it disempower you. Sometimes unexpected is good because it helps to transform things that needed to change, that we've been stuck on. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. It says the main event isn't the destination, it's my joyous journey. So Spirit's reminding you to buckle up for the ride because you're here for the journey. All right. And you didn't come here for no kiddie ride. You wanted the full experience. Okay. The highs and the lows and the rounds and the all of it, So I feel you're ready for it, to be honest with you, because I don't feel any hesitation in my energy right now. So I don't feel any fear coming out of this vibe. I don't feel hesitation here. I feel like you're very clear within the energy, or about to become very clear after you really drill down to the heart of something. That type of vibe, okay? You know, and you think about the song Car Wash. That's a pretty upbeat song. Working at the car wash, yeah. So that's why, even though this is like super intense energy, I don't feel like, you know, you're scared of it. I actually feel like some of you feel this is a blessing in disguise, you know, or you might be very focused on the silver lining or the blessings that are coming from something, okay? Um, Finding joy in the journey, either way, that type of vibe. Some of you, the unexpected is an unexpected blessing that is coming in, you know, at an opportune time, is what I heard. Okay, and then I heard be wary of an opportunistic energy. And when I say hear, I don't think people know what I meant. I don't hear anything auditory, like in the air. I guess I hear it in my brain. I should say it's more visual images. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know why I felt a need to explain it. But um yeah. Just be careful of opportunistic people. Libra. So like people that show up only when you're doing good, you know, people that show up when they need something, that's opportunistic. You know, so for some reason that was like a sidebar. And I have a song in my head now. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. I actually got that song in another reading. You're gonna miss this. It's a country song. Of all the genres of music, I'm just being honest, country is probably not in my top category. But that is a good song. I mean, I appreciate all music, but you might want to check that song out. I'm not entirely sure all of the lyrics or the meaning of it, but that's what popped up. And some of you are missing something, missing someone, or feel you've missed an opportunity. But if you feel you missed an opportunity, Libra, I think that it was a blessing in disguise, because especially if it was a person you were dealing with, they were in it for the opportunities you had. Like they were an opportunistic person, meaning this person might have taken advantage of you, you know, or it could have been a job even that took advantage of you, or that type. And it's like missing it, but spirit's like, no, that was not for you, you know, that was going to suck you dry. So stop looking at it so much, because I feel some of you are distracted in the energy and not appreciating the blessing here, and that the joy came from the experience. Maybe the experience felt like erratic and crazy, and so it got your attention. And so you may have wanted to try and figure it out and try and figure it out and try and figure it out and drill down more and more and more and more and more, but you just kept digging a hole. And like spirit's like, just take it for what it was, an experience. There was a blessing that came out of that. It changed a lot of things, but you need to release it, Libra, with the Four of Cups here. This also talks about, for some of you, disinterest, you know, or thinking that your happiness is going to be somewhere else, or that, you know, that you'll be happy when. And be careful with that energy, because when never comes if that's the case. Because you get where you're focused right now. So if my focus is, I don't have something, I don't have happiness, but I will have it when that happens, or in the future, and this and that. All I can keep getting is more of the not having, because you get what you focus on. So you think that you're focused on something that's an improvement, but actually what you're really focused on is the absence of it, and you keep getting more proof of the absence of it. So let law of attraction work for you, and you do that by shifting your focus to appreciating what is and what is to come, even though you have no proof of it coming. And so you have to take your attention off of the absence and place it on the presence and feel it and believe it, and be consistent in that. And then you pull in what you want faster, quicker, blessings. Let's see what this person's energy is. Four of Pentacles. So whoever you're connecting with, Libra, they're very fixed. They're very fixated on their opinion, their lifestyle, their beliefs, their structures, whatever that is. This person is not budging in the energy. Okay, might be a very stubborn individual. Might be stingy, with time, affection, or emotion. And you're sitting over here maybe, feeling like you're missing something. But I think Spirit is saying no. This is a very opportunistic energy. This is someone who shows up when you're doing good, but they're not going to give you anything of significance. They just want to, have a presence in your energy, or maybe to get something from you, but with no intention of giving back, no intention of filling your cup up. That type of vibes. Some of you are a little bit distracted in the energy, so you're not really paying attention to that. Like, you may be also over fantasizing a little bit in the energy, or seeing what you want to see and ignoring some red flags. So be careful with that. Now, I feel like it's interesting because this person is fixated on you, meaning that they genuinely want you to be stuck on them. They want you to be stuck on them, but they have no intention of taking it anywhere, or growing, or giving, So keep that in mind. All right. Sorry. That was kind of negative for your cross watcher, but keep in mind it can be interchangeable, but that's what I got. That may not be them all the time, but that's how they're showing up in the energy right now. Because interestingly enough, I heard a commercial in my mind. The commercial where the guy has the dollar bill on a string. And he's like, oh, almost got it. Almost got it. I got this in another reading. Maybe it was your reading, Libra. I definitely got that in another Zodiac sign. I can't remember who. And it's like they pull you along on a string with no intention of ever letting you get it, So it could be dealing with a fixed sign: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Pisces. So water mostly in the fixed sign. Any of the fixed signs. Okay, Scorpio. I don't think I have any moderators in here today. I hope y'all are behaving. If not, I'm not paying attention, so I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think I've seen any of my Scorpios in here. I meant to say any of my moderators, but because I had Scorpio in my mind because I'm getting ready to read them. You know what I meant. All right. All good, Daner Beaner. That's So I love you guys so much. I love that you pay attention to my stories. If you don't know the story, my father, for some reason when I was little, nicknamed me Daner Bean. I don't know why or where it came from. And Boo. Everybody called me Boo when I was little. Actually, my entire life, I've been called Boo by my family. Dana Boo, Dana Beaner. Feel free to use that. Call me that if you will. I'm used to it. All right, anyways. Scorpio. There we go. My dog just scared the crap out of me. What's really interesting, okay. I gotta tell you how this all correlated with my dog scaring me out of the meditation. Literally, before my dog barked, first of all, I saw a Rubik's Cube right off the bat. Okay, we'll come back to that. But then I was seeing somebody was like this. It was like this movement. And it looked like a female dancing like this. And then it slowly started to change into the death, the representation of death, with the black veil. Of course, you're represented by death, so it's very Scorpion energy. The death card representation of what death looks like. And they started to reach out like this. And I was already retracting myself from the energy, and then my dog barked. So it scared the bejesus out of me. So Scorpio, oh my gosh. It surprised me. So you might be surprising someone in the energy. You might be reaching out to someone and it scares them, or it surprises them, let's say that, or vice versa. But I felt it was you. It was the death card. So it's like it started out almost like moving energy around. Some of you may be very good practitioners or Reiki. You might be an energy healer and you have the ability to move energy. Others of you, it was, a lady dancing. So dancing or music, that type of energy might be right in your wheelhouse, or something that, helps alleviate stress for you. Because I got the Rubik's Cube first. That was the first image I saw, was somebody trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube. So if you're feeling like twisted and turned in different directions and like can't really figure something out, like can't really put the pieces of the puzzle together, it's almost like movement of your body. Or if you're an energy worker, movement of your energy will help you understand something better, or help like pull something together. And it gives you the ability to change something, right? So death and transformation. It gives you the ability to change your energy. Some of you are shapeshifters, okay? And I'm not going to go into what that is, because unless you know about the energetic fields of spirituality, it's going to be way over your head. But or you shape shift who you are based on who you're talking to. But there's some sort of surprising energy here, okay? So, because you scared me. So let's see what that's about. Scorpio. Scorpio, this is all about opportunity. This is doors opening up, collaborations. You might be opening up, and that could surprise people, surprise you, you know. But there's possibilities here, all right? And you're gaining some sort of insight. There might be welcomed communication during this time frame, or developments when it comes to communication or insight, especially when it comes to things that are right in your wheelhouse, because I kept getting that word, wheelhouse. So let's see. It says, I look for positive aspects in every experience. Within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted, and also the lack of it. By looking for the positive of what you want, that is what you will draw unto you. So it's like the more you can look at someone through the eyes of source, or through looking through the lens of the positive aspects of a person or a situation, the faster the positive aspects open up to you within that connection or experience or situation. Okay. I feel crystal clear right now, and that's the word I got, crystal clear. And then the Hermit in reverse. So I feel like if you were in doubt about something, or yeah, you're getting crystal clear. If you had been introverted or reflecting on something or pulling back your energy, you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that with the Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy for some of you. You know, so this is like after you've gotten the answers, now it's time to, you know, communicate or learn something new, or information's coming in, right? For some reason, I'm being drawn to talk about a dream that I had. And of course, you guys know I have Scorpio in my own chart. But you know the movie The Craft? It's one of my favorite movies, but I haven't actually watched it in probably a year or more. I literally watch it every year around Halloween. I just do. But I didn't watch it this Halloween. I'm not really sure why. But one of the main characters in the movie, The Craft, the one that goes crazy, Nancy, that's it. The one that abuses her power and goes crazy. She showed up in one of my dreams like 2 nights ago, and was pretending, like in the dream, she was pretending to be my friend. And then when I had my back turned, she tried to stab me in the side. It was a very vivid dream. That's why I remember it. And I was, and I actually ended up getting the knife from her and somehow becoming friends with her. So by the end of the dream, I like allayed the situation, even though I still didn't trust the person. So, and I'm telling you this because for some reason they want me to talk about this. So some of you might have a situation in your life where you felt betrayed. Scorpios love that word, betrayed, because you're so intense and deep, you know. But or you know, stabbed in the back, or you trusted someone and then they came at you in an aggressive way, or you could have done this to someone, because sometimes Nancy in that movie kind of reminds me of Scorpion energy. But you could have done that to someone and they are ready to forgive you, or you have forgiven you, or you are ready to forgive that person even though you don't trust them. Or it's like you're not going to give them the knife back, but you'll soften the energy around that situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's so, and I know most of my Scorpios are like, oh no, we never open a door after we close it. That's just simply not the truth. I mean, it is for a period of time, but usually, Scorpio, if you genuinely care, you do open up again. It might take 500 years and a lot of apologies, you know, but from that person or whatever. But you're stubborn, yes. You're fixated, yes. But if you're really stuck on someone, you usually will open up at some point, okay? But hey, if that's not you, that's not you. But I was drawn to talk about that dream. And like I said, I'm very stubborn as well because I have a lot of fixed energy in my chart, Scorpio and Aquarius in my chart. So I'm not someone who easily forgives either, as much as I hate to say that. I've learned to be much more soft in the energy as I grow up. But it's hard for me as well, you know. All right, so your energy is the Knight of Wands. So this is you. You're fired up. You're coming up as a fire sign. The King of Wands is very, very protective. Very, I heard condescending. Ooh, be careful with that, Scorpio, okay? But if you feel self-righteous, you know, or that you're in the right, it may come off condescending. Maybe you mean to do that, maybe you don't mean to do that. I don't know. You're showing up in masculine energy. So even if you're a female, I feel that you have a lot of dominant energy. And if you have Aries in your chart, go back, rewind, watch Aries, because this is reminding me of that as well. But this is also on the flip side, being very bold, being very confident, you know, being of authority, knowing what you're worth, you know, a force to be reckoned with, you know, and I feel like that's why it was like this shocking energy that pulled me out of the meditation, because it could be shocking, or there might be something shocking happening that's allowing some doors of opportunity to open in any area of your life. All right, so then we have the Four of Swords here. So I feel like this person is quietly thinking, quietly resting. This is my rest card. This person might need a good night's sleep. They may be having dreams about you, Scorpio. Like you might be playing into this person's dreamscape, or they you. But I feel like for the most part, this person has withdrawn their energy. This is a very passive energy, and this is a very assertive. So maybe the roles have been flipped in the past, but right now you're showing up as the aggressor or the assertive one. And this person is showing up quite passive, okay, in the current energy. To me, this card also talks about meditation and prayer. So this person may be praying about the connection, meditating on the connection, or they may be silent, but they're thinking, you know. Like this person is doing some energy clearing. And I got that some of you are energy workers, light workers. But that could also be true on this person's side, all right? So, I mean, that was intense. Aries, Leo, Sag energy here, Virgo energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Yeah, that was a crazy dream. I've been having really vivid dreams this past week. Um, and you know, when I really think about them, they all make sense. I don't usually dream about celebrities or putting myself in movies. So I found that one really interesting. It like really stuck out to me. Um, that I would dream about Nancy from The Craft, of all people. And yeah. Oh, I guess I should bring this up. Okay, Scorpio, if you're still watching. It might not even be about another person. Some of you could have stabbed your own self in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, done something that ended up hurting you. And there might need to be like some acceptance or love or forgiveness shown unto yourself, and just embrace that part of you, because sometimes, especially if you're a high vibrating Scorpio, they don't like for readers or people to talk about the low vibration of Scorpio because they feel they've moved past that. But it's like spirit wants you to not be ashamed of any of it, not be ashamed of any of the pieces that are you. Okay. Actually, I have to move my table again because this is driving me crazy. Just slowly, you guys are getting every vantage point of my house. Yeah, you can't always be in the high vibration. Sometimes we gotta be Nancy, Sometimes we gotta... I don't condone that, but I got a dark side, We all do. We all got a shadow side. Sometimes we gotta be feisty. Who is the good witch? Nancy was the one that went crazy. I remember that. Who is the other one? Oh, she was such a good actress back then, and she was in Empire Records as well, which is one of my favorite freaking movies. Oh, but I can't remember her name in the movie. Do you guys remember? Sarah. That's it. And you know what? I used to have a crush on the guy that they put the spell on, who Nancy ends up killing. And he was in a lot of movies too. He was in the movie Scream. And then he just kind of like fell off the planet. But I definitely had a girl crush on that guy. Just keeping it real. Or a guy crush, I should say. I get sayings wrong all the time. I can't help it. All right. Now that I've moved, Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, I saw the heart chakra being highlighted, and then it became two swans which reminds me of the Two of Cups, the depiction of the Two of Cups in this deck. So swans might be significant, or Two of Cups. But what it's highlighting to me is love and relationships, and one relationship in particular, that's showing up in the energy right now. And then I also heard that the awakening. So some of you are going through a very awakening time in your life, and it's scaring the bejesus out of you. I feel for some of you, it's like having a new awareness of life, because I saw someone shoot up in bed and like their eyes pop open. But but there's fear surrounding it, or there's some sort of, you know, like knowing that change is inevitable, but fearing it. Or some of you are waking up to, like I said, your own awakening right now. And although you're expanding in the energy, you may also be afraid. And Spirit doesn't want you to fear it. You know, like there's nothing to fear, okay? It's all for your highest good. So if that's you, just kind of relax into the energy. You know, don't push against it. Don't tense against it, because you'll make it worse. Kind of just ease into the energy. I did a video about awakening on my Facebook page a few nights ago, and I talked about my own experience, and it was very uncomfortable. I mean, nobody likes to feel crazy, right? And that's kind of what it feels like a little bit. So you could check that video out if you want on my Facebook, but it's uncomfortable at first. For others of you, it may not be that intense. It may just be that you're getting like an awareness of something that maybe you were blind to previously, and it's just really getting in your head, or, you know, really stressing you out, that type of energy. And it could be in terms of relationships or love or connections, all right? I heard fallen to the wayside. Something that's fallen to the wayside is coming back up in the energy. Carmen! I love you. Thank you. You don't have to give me super chats, but appreciate you, girl. I tell her that all the time. She don't listen. It's Aries. Aries, you know how you are. Just kidding. Thank you, girl. All right, anyways, yeah. Something that went to the wayside, or putting something to the, I heard wayside, might be showing up in the energy, okay? My dogs are getting ready to go crazy because I see my son is pulling up, just FYI. Just prepare you for the barks. All right, so this is the semi-sextile card of allowing, but it was in the reverse. So you're disallowing the growth that could be coming in by fearing change, or by putting yourself into a state of anxiety or stress. I think that's why they showed me like relax into the energy, because things are lining up. There is something that's going to be realized, and it literally says the word realized during this time frame. It's a growth cycle. Sometimes growth is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's highlighting intuition, spirituality, your awakening. Some of that, I mean, some of you, the veil of who you thought you were or what you thought life was about is totally coming off. And I was talking about this in the awakening video that I did. Once you awaken, you can't go backwards. Sometimes people, they awaken and then they realize this is maybe they don't fit in anymore, you know, or people start seeing them weird and things get weird and they want to go back to sleep. They want to, you know, try to fit in again, and you can't go back. You can't go back, you know, and it's not a punishment. It's just that when we learn something new about ourselves, or we expand our abilities or awareness, you can't detract. You never detract anything out of your life. You can add to who you are, but you cannot subtract who you are. You can't go back in time. You can only move forward. Life is forward momentum, and all of which you experience becomes a part of you. And so you can push it to the side, you can deactivate it in the energy, but it's always there. That's why they don't want you to push against it. Don't push against this. All right. So your dreams might be activated, imagination, memories, the subconscious mind, universal. This also talks about universal love, meditation. Meditation might be really important to control the energy. But it also talks about escapism, wanting to escape, wanting to just put the comfort blanket back on, put the veil back on, and escape, but Spirit really doesn't want you to do that, even though you may be feeling pushed out of a comfort zone and feeling unsafe or something like that. But you are safe. Okay, all is well. It is lining up for you. Okay. So we're going to move past that message now. I feel that's for almost all of you, but there's a subgroup here where it's not that intense. Like I said, it's more of just, looking to not seeing the red flags of something and therefore not being able to change a situation because you're not willing to see the truth. You're wanting to see what you want to see, and then nothing's coming to fruition within it because of that. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, control and juggling. So there's an issue here with wanting to feel in control, and I think that's what it is. Some of you are afraid of losing control. Some of you feel like you done gone crazy. Fear of being perceived that way, or fear of, losing your grounding. I just get a lot of fear energy. And if it's not you, you could be dealing with someone that's going through this and it's impacting you. You could be on the sidelines of a situation where someone is coming into their own awakening and things feel out of control. And there's a lot of back and forth because I did get the soulmate card. So some of you are in a connection where your energies are intertwined with this person, right? So when they feel out of control, you feel out of control, and when they awaken, you awaken. Like you might be linked like that. There's some sort of like back and forth within the vibes, okay? Interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. It says, I bless and appreciate every religion. Some of you are breaking out of the traditional religious mold into your awakening. Or religion is definitely playing a part into whatever is going on. Your belief structures, whatever that is being highlighted. And it says, the universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. So what this is asking you to do, Sagittarius, is to be more open-minded. You don't have to push against what you knew yourself to be prior, or a religion, for you to be who you are, okay? And they don't want you to push against any of it. Just let it grow you, grow off of it, that type of energy. This is an intense reading. This is not expecting this for Sag. And now I shared a song on my Facebook last night by Kaleo, Can't Go On Without You, and it's playing in my head again right now. So check that song out. It was sent to me, or somebody posted it in the community section of my Facebook page because they know I love music. I like live music and I like unique artists, meaning like not the mainstream artists. I like the pockets of authentic artists. And Kaleo is one of them. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that. Kaleo. He's just very unique voice. So they sent it to me. Anyways, and I posted it because I loved it. Check out that song. It's a sad song, actually. Which, FYI, feel free to send me your playlist. Send me your favorites. I love to hear. I love to hear new songs. I'm always looking to add to my playlist. So you have the Eight of Pentacles here, really looking closely at something. Really looking closely at this, needing to examine and re-examine. Some of you are, really looking at something that you weren't looking at before because you have a greater understanding now, a greater realization. This is also focusing on money, work, finance, or your practical reality. So that may be highlighted this week, needing to do that, or that just be a focal point. But what I got is closely examining. So I feel like you're closely examining the situation, to control it, to let go of it, going back and forth in the energy about it, kind of blocking your energy to some degree or another, like being aware but not wanting to be aware, knowing something but kind of wish you didn't know it, like that type of vibes. But it's like once you set your intention, Sagittarius, and then you stay focused on that one intention, once you make up your mind, then things will flip in this energy, and then a growth cycle begins. And then new potentials come in, all right? Whoever you're connecting with has the Eight of Wands. So you might actually be getting communication or talking to this person this week. And or they may be wanting to communicate with you. I think that it's mostly coming from their side because you're kind of focused in other areas of your life, and somebody's trying to get a hold of you, Sagittarius, or wants to talk to you, or maybe you I heard need to, but it's like your focus is elsewhere. So this might be unexpected communication, and or if it's not that, then this person here is having forward momentum in their energy, okay? This person may like to be the one that's in control. So they went back and forth for a while, all right? But it's almost like once your energy becomes distracted or you detach, then their energy moves forward and they pop out of that. Yeah. So pretty to the point here. Could be dealing with the Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Yeah. But it can be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. All right. So let's go to Capricorn. So, Capricorn, um, I got share in my mind. If I could turn back time. I don't know what Cher's zodiac sign is. But there was, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I would take back all the things that have hurt you. And you'd say, and you'd stay. Is that it? So that could be a significant song to you, maybe Cher's significant, you know. You may be wanting to turn back time in a situation, or a person may be feeling that way about you. But then I got an image of a tiger, and then it became a lion. So some of you, Leo, could be dealing with Leo. But what the image was, like someone opening their mouth and just like all of this vibrational energy flooding out. So some of you might have like a very fierce vibe about you. You know, you might be ready to tackle life because, of course, the lion is the predator, you know, that type of energy. Or you might have like very large impact with your words is what I'm getting. Or somebody's words had a very large impact on you or will be this week. There's something about that. It's like, yeah, a really strong energy and a bit aggressive, okay? So if this is your energy, you know, hey, you know, you might be a bit aggressive. But I guess keep in mind that your words carry weight. That's what Spirit's wanting to say. Yes. All right, so your words carry weight. Remember that. Okay, so you have Uranus here, which is about the revolution. And this is really intense, you know, energy depicted in this card. It's about surprises, okay, breakthroughs, originality, insight. It's a very awakening type of energy. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, or you're coming off the cusp of Sagittarius, you might want to check out their reading because it was about a spiritual awakening. Some of you, it's like expect the unexpected. It is lightning fast energy as well. So things might be happening lightning fast, or communications happening lightning fast, that type of vibe, okay? This is Scorpio energy for me as a reader, so you could have Scorpio in your chart, be dealing with one as well. This says, by visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. So visualization is important because it sets the tone. Abraham Hicks would call that filling in the grid. So I don't know if you do like storyboards or journaling or any visualization techniques, Capricorn, but I feel that it will help to bring about the outcomes that you want if you can visualize it, because whatever you can perceive, you can have. It's just whether you put the intention and stay consistent with it. So it's like Spirit's wanting you to visualize where you intend for your life to go, or where you intend things to go, because there are some surprises, some surprise energy here. So what you think may be an impossibility, you know, expect the unexpected. And that could be a good thing, you know, things changing in a way that is for your best interest. But it's like, what is the expectation? Do you live a life where you expect things to always go your way, or do you always expect challenges? Because either way, you get what you expect, right? So pay attention to that, especially this upcoming week, right? Because if you're going to have surprises, if you're going to have this lightning fast energy come in, you want to be ahead of it. You want to set expectations that are in your favor. And I've been saying this in my readings. This is a revolutionary age that we're living in right now. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I don't know how you could look at the state of the world and not know this is a revolution, but that is what it is. It's the I don't want to say the revolution of humankind, because we've had several revolutions and more to come. But we usually have a nice space of time where there's comfort for a while, and then the energy builds up, changes come in, they call that a revolution, and then things calm down again, but right now we're in the thick of it. So I feel like some of you, the way that you're coping with things is, or the way Spirit wants you to cope with things, is to expect the best outcome and to kind of make yourself indifferent, to kind of detach emotionally if you can. And or some of you, that is what that is what you're doing, and that's the key. Like, you're not getting emotionally invested in a certain outcome, and therefore it's working out in your favor. All right? Because the more you want for something, the more resistance you hold towards it. It's just how it works. Vice versa, if you would like something to happen, but you don't really care, you're not invested in the outcome, it's more likely to happen because you're not holding the resistance towards it. That's why it's easier to manifest a button or a feather than it is an empire. But both are attainable. It just depends how much resistance you have there. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. And if you don't follow law of attraction, this might not make any sense to you. I can't help you there. But, yeah. Most of you do. Most of you get it. So let's see. Aw. I'm not going to take any of those. That was a misfire. Try again. Okay. Palace of Swords and the Page of Wands. There's a bit of a mischievous energy here. Okay. That could be you or someone you're dealing with. The Palace of Swords is like the Ace of Swords on steroids. So I feel like you're going to be seeing things very clearly. And it's once you're able to emotionally detach from a situation or a person that you're going to be able to see exactly what's up. And some of you, you might be a little bit mischievous or spiteful within the energy, okay? Because it's like you see the truth of someone's colors, or you see the clarity in a situation, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's what it is. That type of energy. Or if it's not you, you see clearly this person's mischievous side, okay? Because that certainly could be it. And it's after a period of time where you kind of detach yourself from a situation. I feel like, oh gosh, I have Madonna in my head. Papa don't preach. Papa don't preach. 'Cause I made up my mind. I'm leaving my baby. Check out that song, Papa Don't Preach. There's some weird messages I'm getting. It's like, don't preach what you can't uphold. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's you or someone you're dealing with. I feel a bit of spitefulness in your energy. Like I said, it could be the other person, but keep it real with yourself, because I'm seeing it in your energy. Or doing something in spite of. It's like detaching emotionally, you visualized what you want, and in spite of what anyone else believes, or in spite of blah, 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 you're going to do it anyways, like that. Person you're dealing with is the Devil and the Six of Wands. Well, the Devil is your energy, Capricorn. So this person is very much linked to you, with you. You're in their energy, so that means that, they're likely thinking of you, they feel for you, that type of vibes. They may be fixated on the connection. There's success here showing up in this person's energy. So it's like this person may have successfully gotten your attention, or there's success within the connection of, with this person. It's going to be different for each of you. So there's two different groups here. Some of you might be in both or one. Some of you got someone here who's got your back, Capricorn. They're your biggest supporter. They're your biggest fan. There's success within the relationship. They see you, be a little bit spicy. But I feel like that doesn't detract this person from being connected with you, being on your team. Now, for some of you, there's a second group here where you got someone who is still fixated on your energy and wants your attention, but they're going about it in a really mischievous way, so they might be a little bit underhanded with it, or this could be an attention seeker, like they don't care if it's good or bad attention, they just want attention, like a child, could be a child, or I heard man baby. Could be a man baby. Man child, I don't know, woman child, woman baby, I don't know. But either way, you will completely see it clearly. You're gonna see who's on your side and who just wants, attention out of pride. Okay. So we're gonna leave it at that. I feel like you've made up your mind anyways, doesn't matter. Capricorn could be dealing with another Capricorn, but I also have Aries and Scorpio energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or possibly air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. He's a man child. That's what someone said in the chat. I didn't say that. Or I did say that, but take it as resonates. Ay, ay, ay. Aquarius. Aquarius. So I just kept getting the same image like over and over and over again. And it was somebody with a knife, which is interesting because I talked about a dream I had earlier that involved one. It's a sword or something sharp, and they're running it up and down their neck like this. Not enough to puncture or to do any damage, but just running it up and down like this. And I couldn't tell if you were behind the sword or someone else. But given that you're an air sign and you're represented as the Queen of Swords, I am begging to believe it's you. Where it's almost like, you might have like your sword drawn towards someone, so to speak. This is all figurative. Okay, I'm definitely not telling you to go out and do any of this. Where it's almost like you have the power to hurt someone, but instead you don't, you know? Or someone has the power to really hurt you, Aquarius, but there's a hesitation there. Okay, it's a really interesting image. And then I also heard a thin line between love and hate, which is the message that I got in the you versus them, a thin line between love and hate. So it's like before you go wielding your words, which is the sword. The sword represents communication in tarot. It is a figurative depiction of it. Before you go wielding your words, just remember that you have the power to hurt or heal. And which one do you want to be responsible for at the end of the day? Okay, and vice versa if this is someone that you're dealing with, okay? Because I feel like there is an immense amount of power here either way, but it all depends on how you wield your sword. So I also got like, it was not an intimidating, it did not feel intimidating to me. So I'm not saying be scared or nothing like that. No, no, no. It was more like, I can't describe how it felt. I can't get the word, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to push it, but maybe it'll come out in the card. I just want to give you the energy of what I was feeling. But I don't want to like over express it. You might not want to over express during this upcoming week, Aquarius. Okay? Sometimes simple is best, you know. Sometimes it's best just to keep things to yourself and just leave it at that. You know? Interestingly enough, I cannot get the energy out. It felt like a loving energy, but yet intimidating. Does that make any sense? Like intimidating, but loving it. You know, you might you might like intimidating, or someone may like that feeling of intimidation. And yet I don't feel intimidation is the right word. I don't. I feel like I don't know. It'll come to me. All right, so Virgo energy here for some of you. This is talking about the craft, your craft. This is rituals, insight, your health, being dutiful. It actually says witchy on it. So some of you might be into like literally the craft. But it also talks about solitary, you know, being nervous, being a perfectionist. This can be a very dutiful energy or like a very pragmatic energy, okay? Aquarius. So I feel like, you know, you're more focused on gaining insight and efficiencies as it comes to like the very practical parts of your life. You may be focused on renewing, you know, some rituals in your life or like daily habits, your health, you know, looking at your well-being, all of that. There's a caution here about not being too hard on yourself, overly critical of yourself or judgmental of yourself or others. Okay, because there is perfection in imperfection, but there's a lot of stress when you try to only be in the perfection, right? So I just feel like, you know, keep a good balance there, because that's what it was. The wielding of the words, it's like someone may hold you to the fire, but it doesn't intimidate you. That's what it is. I knew it'd come to me. And you actually kind of like the challenge. This is a very Aquarius thing, and most people don't understand this about the sign of Aquarius. It actually frustrates people. The more you push an Aquarius, the more they push the opposite direction. So it's like someone trying to coerce or intimidate or like be in that type of energy field. You like it. You like it because it keeps pushing you forward. It keeps motivating you to do more, be more, but in a way it's like backfiring on the person. um yeah. So let's see. And remember, these energies can always be reversed. So let's see what Law of Attraction has to say. It says, my joy does not depend upon the approval of others. That's exactly what I was feeling. And for some of you, you could be connecting with Gemini, and I keep feeling Aquarius Gemini ties. Or you may have that in your chart because this is the card that came out for them as well. My joy does not depend upon the approval of others. So I feel like Aquarius, yeah, that's kind of what I was feeling. Not giving so much energy to if someone approves of you. In fact, I feel you're doing the opposite. So it's like the more someone disapproves of you, the more it motivates you to do the very thing that they disapprove of. It's like it's almost like a rebelling energy. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the more someone tries to tell you what to do, the more you do the opposite. And you like it. You like it. I'm going to tell you a funny story at the end. Thank you for the $10. Thank you, Monica. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, control and dedication. So I'm getting a lot of earth energy, Aquarius. Meaning like, I think that you're really focused into the career, financial, practical aspects. And I got the word pragmatic, which is not a word I walk around saying all the time. So that might be important. But it's like staying dedicated to staying in control. Okay, or staying dedicated to what you set your sights on. That's why I think you're not caring about the approval of others or a specific person, because it's like you've already invested into something that you want, or you're already fixated in your energy, right? And you might have put a lot of time and energy into yourself or into a situation, into a job, whatever this is, and it's like you're not going to be persuaded outside of that. You're not going to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, the more someone pushes in that direction, the more you push against it. So yeah. Now you have the Devil and Temperance. Some of you dealing with Capricorn or Sagittarius. So this is like feeling caged, feeling stuck. There's that stuck energy, this fixation type of energy, feeling judged. So if you had been in a situation where you felt like someone was being very critical of you, or you are in that situation, you feel like you're being bound, you're being obligated, you're being judged, and you were making yourself smaller because of that to appease another, you're definitely breaking free of that energy, okay? Because temperance is freedom. It's the rebel, the adventurer, someone who's very independent, who does not allow to be that you can't tell this temperance energy what to do. Nobody tells temperance what to do, okay? Like that. So I feel you're breaking out of that energy, right? If you've been very fixated on wanting someone's approval, some of you may have stayed stuck because you genuinely wanted someone to give you validation or approval, and then it's like coming to the realization that they don't have that kind of power over you anymore, where you don't need that person's approval anymore to feel good, and breaking the mold of that and kind of enjoying it almost, enjoying the feeling of the accomplishment of that. Um, some of you, it's got nothing to do with another person. Some of you are breaking bad habits, which is hard for a fixed sign. I'm right there with you. Um, but you might have developed some bad habits, that you're wanting to break or break free of because they restrict your freedom and you don't like that. And so you might get some support from the universe to finally do that. Just don't get overly critical of yourself, Aquarius, because it'll backfire on you. Yep. So this person's energy is the Two of Wands in the reverse. They are not looking in... They're not looking in your direction. Okay? At least not in this moment. It's like if this person was future planning in their energy, and it may or may not be related to at all, they're kind of stuck. And I heard something about the world flipping upside down. Oh man, I didn't mean to get that many cards. So what are they looking at? They're looking at the Five of Pentacles. So they are looking at okay, so that's very specific. Some of them are looking at financial ruin. And that's not going to be for all of you. That would be like a private reading thing to get that specific. But I mean, seriously, that's what's showing up. Or like they're looking at their finances and they're like, I am broke, or feeling like they have a lack of something. For others of you, and honestly, okay, so there's a full message here. If that's the situation, then this person is looking for new ways to make money, and they might even go about it in an underhanded way because they are stuck, or needing to like get some new ideas on how to make things happen for them. That may be why they're not at all focused on this connection, because they've got bigger things going on in the background. All right. That's a very specific group of you. There's another group of you where it's more like this. This person is feeling left out of your life, or feeling, just jaded is the word that I got in general by life. And, yet they're being shown the way by spirit, but they don't trust it. They don't trust it. Interestingly enough, this person is wielding 7 swords. So this person might have tried to get to you in lots of different ways, Aquarius. But all it did was push and push and push you into an energy of rebelling. So like this person is just trying to keep coming up with new ideas or something. They might be stalking your social media, or just lying about their own financial situation. There's some sort of deceit going on in this person's energy, or lying about being on the same page as you. Like they may try to seem very supportive and cooperative, all the while they are stealing your ideas or something, or like there's something dishonest about it, like that. So they're trying to get at you, Aquarius, or get to you, get yeah, like have a react, get you to react or something, or like get to you, and they keep getting the opposite reaction, you know, because your joy no longer depends on this person. That's why. So Sagittarius, Capricorn energy here, Virgo energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio energy, Gemini. Those are the predominant signs I have, but I also have fire here. Okay. For some reason, my phone is dying, even though I have it plugged in. So let me figure that out so I don't cut Pisces off on accident. And then we're going to get to you, Pisces, darlings. My phone's not been charging lately. It's really making me upset. It says it's charging, and then it doesn't say it's charging, and then it says it's charging. I've been having a lot of problems with my phone lately. And you know, it's a new phone, but I already broke the screen. And now it won't hold a charge. My Wi-Fi won't work on it at all. That's frustrating. Sorry, Pisces. I just want to make sure my phone doesn't die while I'm doing your reading. Let's talk amongst yourself. This is normal. Okay. Well, you know what? I got 13%. I think we could do it on 13%. Because I can't figure it out. My phone's dying. I charged it all night. I don't get it. All right, Pisces. See what you got going on. So Pisces, I got all kinds of crazy messages. Like Pegasus, you know, the fictional character Pegasus. And I saw like planets and stars and the universe and aliens, and I heard all you need is love, love, love is all you need. This is probably a good depiction of what Piscean energy is, period, because Pisces live in the realm of the next world. They're the 12th zodiac sign. They done seen everything that they needed to see in this world, and they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you know? Pisces are one of the most intuitive energies in the zodiac. So I just feel like there is all of this like very ethereal energy showing up where, you know, you have access to this at all time. And then I saw someone sitting on a mountaintop and they were going like this. And they kept going like this. And then they showed me their crown chakra was lighting up. So I don't know if meditation is new for you, if you've been meditating, but like I felt in Sagittarius's reading, some of you are having your own awakenings, or you're practicing, or you're being encouraged to dive into that, because honestly, if you're a Pisces and you're not in tune with your spiritual gifts, then you are kind of cheating yourself a little bit, because naturally you understand the scope of life, of just being an old soul for the most part. Not all of you. There's low vibrating and high vibrating Pisces, okay? But you can feel the sensitivity of the earth. You can feel energy. Usually Pisces are very good emotional empaths or energy workers. So play around with that energy, because I was told that you have worlds available to you, okay? Some of you might be like I felt in Taurus and Cancer's reading, getting too way into conspiracy theories. It seems to be a theme right now for the zodiac signs. And given what's going in our culture, understandable. Where it's like, while that's all entertaining for the brain, it doesn't actually accomplish anything in your specific experience of life, because all you can really experience in life is your specific immediate experience. And so it does detract away focus from that, and they want you to focus your energy through meditation, because the answers that you're looking for are not in a conspiracy. The answers of the laws of the universe is within you. It's within you, and it's available to you. So meditate, open your channel, ask the questions, listen to your spirit guides, call them in. Whatever you need to know is available to you through that divine connection with the collective. And so, especially if you have Sagittarius in your chart, yeah. But some of you, for others of you, I think it's just you're stuck in your head too much. And you're a bit detached from reality maybe right now. You know, wanting to think about love and aliens and romance. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's, you know, Pisces and my Lilith. I'm an Aquarius, so I love to think about those things. But maybe you're a little bit distracted in the energy. Maybe you're a little bit too far in your head. You know, maybe bring it down to the practical a little bit, Pisces. I knew I was going to get this card, Virgo. Some of you are dealing with an Aquarius or Virgo, or another Pisces or Scorpio. Or you have that in your chart. So it's like a lot of renewals and transformations coming in the energy. And it's also coming in to your health sector, to the practical reality. That's why I felt like you're being brought down to earth this week, or needing to come back down to earth for a little bit, hang out with the rest of us humans, and then you can go back to Pisces land whenever you want. But it's like you need to pay some more attention, or they're wanting you to pay more attention around your home and your family. Also your conditioning and habits, okay? I feel like a very intense desire to be private with your emotions or how you're feeling, which is very Piscean-like. But more so this week, okay? And because I feel a little bit of a nervous energy here, like feeling like maybe your emotions are out of your control sometimes, or feeling very strong waves of emotion come in and come out, and like over criticizing yourself or over analyzing things a bit too much. Like get out of the headspace and get moving in your body and with your hands, because I think that will help move the energy along for you. I think I got that song for you last time too. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. It says, once you remove your attention from the problem, you allow the solution. Yeah, so withdraw is the word that I heard. Okay, side note, some of you have addictions that you're withdrawing from, or someone you know, especially if they have Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. But that's really specific, so that's not for all of you. But it's kind of like withdrawing your energy and kind of really going internal inside. And yet feeling emotionally a bit out of control at times. Needing to be more dutiful and paying attention to how you're feeling. Because if you're focused on a problem, you become the problem, right? So take your energy away from the issues and start focusing on what's going right, and then the solution will come. The energy will resolve on its own. So, oh, Pisces, I'll take these, but not these. So, wait for you. A song playing in my head. I don't know who the artist is. The lyric was, so I'll wait for you. I will keep on waiting for your love. Somebody is like stingy with their love or something like that. And someone keeps waiting like for this person's approval or affection. That could be you that's doing the waiting. And it's not coming, you know, and then you're so focused on it not coming, you keep pushing it away because you're focused on it not coming, so you keep manifesting more of it not coming. And they're wanting you to distract your energy, if this is you, off of the problem, by altogether putting it into different areas of your life, and then the solution comes in. All right? If this is not in regards to a specific person, it's just like whatever's got your attention that's creating fear or anxiety within you, uncertainty, take your attention off of it this week. It's not helping the situation. It's not solving the situation. It's just pulling you deeper and deeper into your shadow. And that's why they want the energy to be more practical, you know, more in the now energy. Yeah. Because that's what's going to help you move forward. Thank you for the $9.99, Lunar. That's what's going to help you feel more forward. Palace of Coins, Six of Swords. So when you feel stable again in your energy or within the foundations, when you get things more organized, maybe even in the home environment or within finances or career, then it's safe to move forward. It's the good time to move forward. The solution comes in that allows for the energy to shift. But if you're so focused on the barriers, it's just going to impact the energy further, block the energy further, you know. Criticism as well. If this is in regards to a relationship, that's not going to be the solution either. Criticism. I got that word very loudly. So, let's see the person you are dealing with. Whoa! Who got this? Taurus. No. Cancer. You could be dealing with the Cancer or Taurus or Aquarius because they got similar cards as well. So, whoever this is that you're connecting with, they may be very conflict ridden, you know, or it's like always a battle. It's always a battle with this person. They're very stubborn. They're not very open-minded. They may be deceitful and or, you know, want the one up, the one hand. They might they may not be that as a person, but they may be surrounded by people like that, or surround themselves with people they can't trust. Think about why that would be. Think about why that would be. If you truly are what you attract, and all that you've attracted is people that want to fight with you and that you can't trust, what does that say about you? That probably you like to fight and you don't trust. You know, like this person could maybe benefit from inner reflection on that, possibly. That's what I kind of feel in their energy. It's like it's stemming from a place of not wanting to see the truth of something, you know, and it, like I said, that may not be their personality all the time, but right now they're just like, no, you know, not wanting to see the truth of something and willing to fight for that, willing to, you know, really, they're struggling, you know. It's like this person's ego keeps them struggling because they won't open up and ask for help, or they won't open up, you know, to other people's ideas. I have a song in my head, Notion by Tasha Sultana. Tash Sultana. I love Tash Sultana. It's random. It's actually a very good song. I don't know how it applies to the reading, but whatever. This person may have a lot of opinions that they don't actually know if it's truthful or not, but they seem like they know. And that's all you have to do in life, is to seem like you know. And you can get into other people's heads. It gets into your head. You play off of each other. You know, because you got the Seven of Swords too. They have the Seven of Swords. So you keep like letting this person get into your head, change your opinion, then you're not really sure what to think. You know, or vice versa, where you get into each other's headspaces and then you're not seeing each other clearly in the energy, or neither is seeing this clearly at the given moment. And I think it's just creating more of a problem and more of a problem. And that's why Spirit is saying to push your energy, to de-emphasize this by taking your attention off of the problem and onto the solution. And then the solution comes in. That's why the emotions are erratic, or the energy is erratic around this connection, you know? So, yeah. That's kind of what I have for you, Pisces. You could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Another Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo. I've got like every zodiac sign. I have air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Fire. I think I was going to tell a story after the Aquarius reading and then I forgot. And now I don't remember what it is. I guess it wasn't that important. Anyways, I have done all I can do today. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I appreciate your love and support so much. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I go live on Facebook a lot. I just use it as a way to chat, but I've been talking about spirituality, awakening, meditations, law of attraction, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can find me there. Tarot Time with Dana, linked below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. You can now donate to the channel by giving super chats, which I appreciate. If you gave me a super chat, you rock. But you can also donate by going to the About section if you want to. Not expected, ever, never, but always appreciated. I'm buying more cards with some of the donations that I received, so thank you. I need new cards. So I've done that, and I plan on buying more crystals because I want to do more crystal giveaways in the future. Since I only got to give away 2 sets, but I plan on doing more of that. I also plan on doing some sort of giveaway with a free live reading with me during my birthday season. So check out for more information on that. But either way, I'm wishing you guys the very, very best. And I love you so much. And until next time. Namaste.